Hello and welcome back to another installment of the van build. Today we're going to think about a couple things. We're going to get some measurements for this bench here. I think that is going to have an easier solution than I was originally thinking. I think I'll be able to repurpose some of the old drawer storage that was this bed under here, or was a part of the bed under there. And so yeah, start to get some measurements for this whole thing. So we're going to put things back in order. We're going to start working on measurements and see if what I have or how what I have will fit and what modifications I might need to make, if any. And then work on this side as well. So let's get to it. It's cabinet day. My goal is to get these cabinets done before I have to move out in a few weeks and into the van full time. And I would love to be able to use or reuse as much of the original build lumber as possible, just to reduce, reuse, recycle, you know. And one thing that I figured out works perfectly is there were old drawers that used to live underneath the original bed, and they fit this gap perfectly. So this is the original drawer. There are two of them, and because it was built to match this and come out and make a bed and be in line, that box is already built and in line. And this piece of plywood is already, I just need to cut down the length, but it's the perfect width as well to sit on top of it. And I'll have some piano hinges on the back. But this was not the perfect height because the original bed sat lower than this. So I have some leftover 2x6s from the bed build that I'll use to elevate this cupboard. And I'm really excited because what I think I'll do is have that be a storage space for shoes. I have a lot of shoes up underneath the passenger seat right now, and the dream would be to put the passenger seat on a swivel and put my diesel heater there. So yeah, just playing around with those 2x6s. It makes it the perfect height. Like, I just could not have measured and planned this to be perfect. It's just a really awesome serendipity that the 2x6s and the cupboard and this panel on top perfectly matches this height. Like, come on, it's perfect. It's meant to be. I just need to figure out my supply list. I need to get my supplies and then do a dry fitting. I probably want to paint those cupboards, but I think because it's what I'll have, I will just do the sand and stain process that I did. Some things I'm going to pick up today are painter's tape. I'm going to pick up a miter, and I'm just going to do this stuff, a lot of the cuts by hand, because I don't have the power tools or the ability to afford that right now, or ability to prioritize that financially, and that's okay. So hopefully, I could even get this cupboard done today, and then there's some framing I want to do on the kitchen cabinet to have it be a little bit more sturdy, and I am still kind of finalizing the vision on what I want there. I think this will be a great start. We've got our coffee in the coolest mug ever, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to make this supply list in pretty short order, pretty quickly, and then we'll just get to it. This is the fridge, and this is the inverter, and that stayed the same from the build. This was one of the boxes that lived under the bed originally, and this is the plywood that would sit on top of the box. Now, these boxes were actually on the floor and they weren't elevated, so there was a gap here. And I want to turn this into a full bench seat. And I had some leftover 2x6s, and they're really about 5.5. So I just tried propping it up on there, and it's just it is so perfect of a fit. I could not have measured this to be more flush. It's wild. It's so wild. And I think under here will be perfect for some shoe storage or frequently accessed storage. I imagine shoes, because I'll take off my shoes and then I'll kick them off and want to stuff them in a cubby. And then I'm going to build out a cubby here that's also elevated. I guess it doesn't have to be elevated. That's a good point. Usually I put something on TV, don't never think about you and me. But today I see our reflections clearly in Hollywood, laying on the screen. You just need a better measure twice. You need something I could never give. Fake water all across the road. It's gone back. Sometimes skill alert. I am learning how to use a pocket jig, and it's going okay so far. Well, moment of truth. We did it! Looks nice. You know it hurts me too. So broken when you cry. One more and then I say goodbye. Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. Heat waves been taking me out. Can't make you happy all night. Super cool. This is the original box that fit this way under the bed. And this was actually part of the frame that held up the crossbeam supports of the bed as well, so it was just the perfect height. These are scrap pieces from the bed build. All of the screws that I've used so far are from the original build. I'm just gonna have to get a couple screws for the like pocket jig style holes, and I'm feeling super proud of reusing so much stuff from this project. That's just like perfect height. I just wonder what you're dreaming of when you sleep and smile so comfortable. I just wish that I could give you that love that's perfectly inside. Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. Heat waves been taking me out. Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. Heat waves been taking me out. Can't make you happy all night. Sometimes oh, fucking perfect. Wow! Oh my god. It fits perfectly. Oh my god. Yes. Wiggles in the vision. Heat waves got me swimming in the mirror. happy. Summer lanes aglow. Tonight is the proper maiden voyage of the bed. I cut the mattress down earlier so that it would fit width-wise, and with the pillows, it's pretty nice. It's just about my perfect length when I'm going side to side, and then I suspect as I sleep I'll kind of spread out and angle a bit. I was filled with so much gratitude today as I was driving back. Today I completed a cupboard cabinet project for this left side, and it's still got a couple more pieces of wood that I need to cut, and I still need to stain, so I guess it's not actually complete, but I got something built that I find use for and I'm grateful for, which is just such a win. I am feeling confident, I'm feeling excited, I'm feeling empowered, I'm feeling like van life, whether that's driving around or not. I feel van life is right for me. This is the right fit, and I feel just really grateful for all of the pieces that have coalesced in my life for me to be on this path now, and to be going back in the van and really committing to van life in this van, which I haven't done yet. I've done it in my minivan before. I'm feeling really grateful. I'm feeling inspired, excited, really stoked to clean the space and make it my own. You make your bed. Just so grateful that this is how my life looks right now. And I was reflecting earlier on my drive that focusing on the microcosm of my world, just dialing that in and having kind of control over a lot of things in this environment, the layout, the cleanliness, etc. That idea of that is already bringing me peace, and I'm excited for all the things that it's going to enable me to do. And I know it won't be super rosy and glamorous, but my priorities are pretty simple, and what I am hoping to get out of life is relatively simple. So I think this is going to be a really good fit. I'm at my friend's property right now, about an hour away from the city, and I like to come out here on weekends and help them build. They're building a little house, and they're also setting up a trailer and figuring out how to dig a well for their property and lay electrical, and I feel like I'm learning a lot of skills and sharing a lot of skills with them. So I feel really lucky to be out here with them this weekend. I like watching sunrise from the top of a mountain at their property that they like to call Butt Mountain, because it looks like a butt. It's just, yeah, it's probably my favorite place to watch the sunrise from, in all the places that I've watched a sunrise from. I'm gonna make like Hazel and head to bed, but thanks for joining, and see you tomorrow morning from the top of Butt Mountain. To make your time more easy passing, how can you ask me again? It only brings me sorrow. The same thing I would want today, I would want again tomorrow. I got a letter on a lonesome day. It was from her ship, the sailing, saying, I don't know when I'll be coming back again. depends on how I'm feeling. Well, if you, my love, must think that away, I'm sure your mind is roaming. I'm sure your heart is not with me, but with the country to where you're going. So take heed of the western wind. Take heed of the stormy weather.
Puppies.
Yes, there is something you can send back to me.
There we go.
Spanish boots of Spanish leather. Spanish boots of Spanish leather.